Real talk, real people. Real talk, real people.
Wasn't I the one who made you to stay?
Y'all don't know nothing about that.
Please don't bet that you'll ever escape me. If I get my sights on you, got a license to kill.
Hey.
And you know I'm going straight for your heart. Got a license to kill. Anyone who tries to tear us apart. License to think you need a friend to stand up by your side. Yes, you do.
Your side.
Ooh, baby. Now you can depend on me to do things right.
And did he make them right?
Please don't bet that you'll ever escape me. Once I get my
Sights on you. All right. So lit, very lit. Real talk, real people. Hope everyone's good. Everyone's chilling. Everyone's vibing. Very, very interesting. So let's do this. Typically speaking, I don't do much of this. I don't do it. Because honestly, I feel like when it comes to Will Smith and, the whole gossip thing, I don't try to get into that too often. However, since I did do the August Alsina entanglement story, I think a year and a half ago, man, that was a tough time. I figured it was worth doing right now. So with that being said, let's go ahead and do it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get that going. So I hear a lot of people chiming in on what happened at the Oscars. At the Oscars, Will Smith. Let's tell you what happened. So at the Oscars, Chris Rock is presenting or will be presenting someone to come out, right? And so he starts doing his monologue, his little jokes, and one of the jokes had to do with Javier Bardem and his wife being nominated for one of the same awards, talking about how it's a lose-lose situation. At which point, he invokes the name of Will Smith, and then I guess he looked at Jada, or maybe he already saw Jada, Will Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, and he makes a comment about how it looked like she was auditioning or She was in the movie G.I. Jane 2. Now, that may be a bit dated for a lot of you, but a lot of you will understand and feel where she was actually, or where he was actually coming from. Initially, everybody laughed. Jada did not laugh. And this got Will. We don't see what happened prior to Will walking up to Chris Rock unsuspecting. I can say it. Let's just show you guys what happened. Let's just do that. Let me share my screen. So we're going to look at this a couple different ways. We're going to look at the censored version, then the uncensored version. So let's do that here. Share screen. Share screen. There we go. We're going to share. And shout out to Bro Bible. Appreciate you guys. There we go. Boom. I'm just going to even remove myself from here. Okay. And let's go ahead.
Jada, I love him. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Quality.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith did.
So it cuts out there. So not the best quality, but that's Twitter. So we see where Will Smith goes up and he commences defending his wife's honor. Shout out to Hatch. Defending his wife's honor. And let's just see the uncensored version. All right.
Wow. Will Smith is smack the shit out of me. Wow, dude. It was a G.I. Jane joke. My wife's name out the fucking mouth. I'm going to, okay? Okay.
So, I mean, there you have it. He was. Oh, we got it on slow mo too. What? Might as well show that, right? Might as well show that slow mo, frame by frame. Walks up. He grinning and cheesing, thinking shit sweet. Bow. He leaned his shoulder into that, and Chris, you can't forget, man. Chris, both of them, they ain't no pushovers. A lot of people think Will Smith is, he's sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wouldn't hurt a fly. He's all sensitive and everything. And to some extent he is, but you forget he's from Philly, right? And who else is from Philly? A lot of people from Philly. With that one chick, the half on front, half on a hand on neck, hand on frontal, that's a Philly bit right there. So, I mean, let's put it in context, right? So that's what happened essentially. And that's what we're dealing with. Now, a lot of people, including Hatch, disagree with what exactly happened, right? They disagree with Will Smith's slapping of Chris Rock. I almost said Chris Brown. Slapping Chris Rock. They think it was childish. Hatch, if you want to, you can come up and state your case. But essentially, what's going on here? Just let me know, and I'll drop the link for you. But essentially, this is what's going on. A lot of people are turning against Chris Rock, but there's also a lot of people turning against Will Smith and Jada. Be the bigger man. He said, I feel Will should have addressed it today. Be the bigger man. Be the bigger man. And I can understand that point of view. I can understand that sort of, I can understand that. I can. I certainly can. Let me stop that there. And I mean, I can understand that. I'm not going to act like I can't. It teaches okay to physically hit someone when they say something you don't like. Okay. Well, that's true. I can't deny that. That's true as well. I think the issue that we have here is that this goes into the realm of the unspoken. But I get defending your woman. Exactly. Just sucks his woman is a cheater and humiliated. Yeah, exactly. And that's the issue, right? That's what we're running into. I felt the exact same way that Hatch does right now. I really do, because he's had a rough couple of years with her, maybe even longer. She's embarrassed him, humiliated him, emasculated him. It just seems like he's losing a lot of his gravitas and control. He's still one of the biggest actors in history. One of the most highest paid actors as well. He's definitely, none of this diminishes his talent. And later that night, he won an Oscar for King Richard, I think. King Richard, yeah. Portraying the father of Venus and Serena Williams. So he won an Oscar for that. And he did an acceptance speech as well. And he kind of broke down crying. A lot of people thought he was just sad or sensitive because of, what he did and that he might be going to jail for assault, which, Chris Rock has decided not to press charges against him. And that's very classy of him. That's very classy of him not to press charges. Okay, so let me just give my perspective here. The problem with this is, initially, like I said, I agreed with Hatch. I think, man, that was emotional as hell. I was mad at Jada because essentially what happened was you saw the camera pan. Will's laughing. Jada's not laughing. Everyone else is laughing. I know black women. I know women. And I know he looked at her. Either she had the Ugg face on. She said, handle that, whispered it. I don't know. But he realized, okay, I got to defend my woman. Now, like you said, all the things she's done over the past couple of years, she could have ate that. However, Will Smith is a man. He's a devoted and loving husband. And he did what a lot of brothers would do. Someone talking greasy about your wife, you go up there and you handle that. He did it with millions of people watching. This video already been watched over 57 million times. And that's just one different source. There's many different sources that have gotten the censored and an uncensored version like we did. But the whole point was he wrong for doing it? You don't assault anybody. So let's get that out of the way. Will Smith was wrong for slapping Chris Rock. Was he wrong for defending his wife? Absolutely not. Was Chris Rock wrong for making that joke on Will Smith's wife? Absolutely. The slap was wrong, but it was warranted. Because this is how you guys got to look at this. And a lot of us aren't married. A lot of us have had relationships. A lot of us have had meaningful situationships. But there's something different when a woman is your wife. Like I said, Will Smith takes his vows very seriously. He's a devoted, loving husband, and he loves Jada Pinkett Smith. You know, does she love him? That's a whole different story. But he loves his wife. And essentially what happened was he said, and again, I'm paraphrasing, but this was the sentiment. You're not going to make fun of my wife in front of all of these white folks. You're not going to use my wife as a butt of a joke to make these white folks laugh, to make anyone laugh. But the Oscars, we all know what the deal with the Oscars is. Oscars is white validation, you know, it's white folks. Let's just be real with it. You know, that's part of the reason why the Oscars viewership has been going down. It's pretty much a huge circle jerk. So it is what it is from that. Now, Chris Rock didn't have to make that joke. He could have just left it at Will Smith. But he threw in the G.I. Jane. Now, what is Jada Pinkett Smith's illness? Why does she have a bald head? She has alopecia. Alopecia is, to my understanding, is not life-threatening, but she does have alopecia, which causes hair loss on women or men. And there are, you know, a lot of women will wear wigs. Some women will actually go ahead and go bald. Now, again, alopecia is not an excuse to assault a person. Absolutely not. Something you do have to understand about women, and even black women. Black women, when it comes to a woman's hair, let's just say women in general, then I'll go into black women. A woman's hair is very important to her. A woman with hair it's a universal sign of health, femininity, life, energy. So a woman's hair is her crown glory. It's her crown jewel. That's a part of her being a woman. So the fact that she's losing her hair, the fact that she doesn't feel as beautiful as she did, you know, in the 80s, 90s, throughout history, all these other different things, that's what's important to her. Now, you can, well, Hatch, you can say that. You can say that, but she's going to think her hair is important because she's a woman, not because of society. It's just the nature of women. When you're around women long enough, you understand that. Now, this is the other thing. Let's get into black women specifically. Black women have gone through lots of different ridicule about their hair. The hair is never good enough. Their hair is always a topic of discussion, a point of contention. It's either too wild, it's either too coarse, it's either too unmanageable on when they do try to have hair. It's either not good enough for them due to society, due to other factors. They may feel that way. Well, now that's saying all women are born with the same mentality. That's why I went into women and then I did the subset of black women, because you have to understand black hair and black hair care, that is a major point for black women. It's something that you got to try to understand. You just got to, it's kind of culture. It's cultural. You just got to just believe me on this. Trust me on this one. Either the hair is too unmanageable, it's not well kept. There's always a problem with black women with hair, or they go through the ridicule of if you want to hurt a black woman's feelings, call her bald headed. Say she doesn't have hair. Say her hair isn't beautiful. It isn't this. It isn't that. They already think these things about their own hair due to society, due to what is being reinforced through corporate America, society, beauty standards, all that other stuff. But it's internalized self-hatred, and it's internalized, it just makes them feel bad. That's her crown jewel for black women. That's why you'll see a lot of sisters wear weave. You'll see a lot of sisters wear wigs. It's because there's a self-deficiency there They think they want to be beautiful. They want to be feminine. They want to be all these things. And for hundreds of years, they've been told that their baseline hair, their baseline beauty standards are not beautiful. I give it to Jada Pinkett Smith. You know, I don't like how she's done Will. I don't like her attitude. I don't like anything like that. She could have came to the Oscars with a wig on, but she didn't. She came bald headed because she has a level of, even I'll say this, she has a level of gravitas and a level of poise about her. But a lot of people know that she had alopecia or has alopecia, and that's causing her hair loss. So for him to make a joke like that was really insensitive. Now, here's the icing on the cake, too. Chris Rock understands this about Black women. He understands this about women, but he understands this intimately about Black women. When it comes to Black women, he actually made a documentary called Good Hair, going into the psychosis, going into the psychology of Black women and Black hair care. So it's not like he just didn't know. He knew this. He knows this. And he got too comfortable. He's like, he never considered that Will Smith would defend his wife in that way. Now, this is the perfect storm. Chris Rock said, okay, I can tell this joke. You know, I think I'm going to be funny. What is Will Smith going to do? He's going to slap me? Yeah. Will Smith is taking too many L's. Had Jada not been there, he probably wouldn't have slapped him. Had Jada laughed, he probably wouldn't have slapped him. So there's that. Let me see here. So our comedian is not allowed to make fun of fat people. They're absolutely allowed to make fun of fat people. Absolutely. They're allowed to make fun of fat people, gay people, white people, Black people, yellow people, skinny people, disabled people. Comedy should be a unloaded, blow the whole clip sort of situation. Fat people with medical conditions, absolutely. Nobody's off limits when it comes to comedy. However, that's a normal comedy stand-up. This isn't a comedy stand-up routine. This is the Oscars, one of the most prestigious award shows ever created. This is for the upper echelon, right? This isn't a stand-up at the comedy club at Side Splitters. So there's a difference. There's a context. There's a venue context. He's not Ricky Gervais, okay? And even with Ricky Gervais, those jokes weren't poignant at specific people. Those were talking about overarching rich people jokes, pedophile jokes, people, you know, all those other things. They weren't directed at specific people like that. You're thinking the Grammys, maybe. Oscars, Grammys, same. They're both prestigious, right? We know the Oscars is sort of like a boys' club, or what's the term? Well, maybe we could say a boys' club, but you know, it's elitist at that. The whole point is he shouldn't have made the joke, but everybody has the freedom of speech. He could have made the joke, but sometimes you just got to be careful what you say and you think about it. He never expected Will to do that. Well, Ricky talk shit. I have to watch his Oscars. I have to watch his Oscars thing again. I thought he was just talking about people in general. How do you think Will Smith should have handled it? Definitely don't think he should have slapped Chris Rock. I think that I think he just should have. I think he should have talked to Chris Rock during intermission or after and handled it like that. I think what spurred him on to actually go up there and slap him was Jada being right there next to him. Because here's the deal. This is the thing. I'm not married. You're not married. But when you're in relationships and when you dating sisters and women, if he didn't handle that right now, he felt like if he didn't handle that right now, if he didn't check Chris Rock right then and there, Jada would have been talking shit about him all night, maybe all week, maybe like, listen, you soft ass nigga, you gonna let him talk like that to me in front of all those people, millions of people? You gonna let him do, you weak ass nigga? Ooh, I can't stand you. See, that's why I cheated on your ass, because you weak. I need a real nigga. And no, that's absolutely horrible that she would say that to him. But I trust me. Trust me. I'm telling you, that's what would have happened. She might have disrespected him again in public over some shit like that. So he felt like he had to check her. And he thus checked him. Jada was the only one laughing. Will got caught laughing. He had to prove something. Yes, exactly. Exactly. That was Wilson's way out. That's a weak woman. I agree. It's a weak woman. You weak motherfucker. You. Ooh, like I'm telling you, Will Smith would have caught so much hell at home. Now, I guarantee you, guess who's quiet as a church mouse? Jada. Jada's happy. But see, that's what's dangerous about Jada. That's what's dangerous about the nature of women. That Jada's cool with Will Smith committing assault on her behalf, committing acts of violence on her behalf. That's her husband. I get it. He is her protector. Protector, not physical violence enforcer, right? She shouldn't be able to just say, get his ass. He walk up in front of millions of people and commit assault on primetime live TV. It shouldn't be like that. But again, he felt like he had something to prove. And again, the car ride home. The car ride home, she better have sucked his dick. She better have been sucking him off on the car ride home, because that nigga committed assault on another black man, okay? Another man, just another man in general, but on Chris Rock, that's money hidden money. And it's just wild. I hope he got some pussy last night. Will Smith, after winning that Oscar, I hope you tore her ass up. Because if you were a normal person and if Chris Rock wasn't cool, you'd be in jail, my nigga. And yeah, Chris Rock ate the slap. Chris Rock's like, you ain't about to fucking punk me in front of millions of people. You're not about to do that. Chris Rock was about to wind back. Look at this. You see, hold on. Let me put it back on the screen. Hold up. Look at it. He was ready to wind back. Look at this. Homie's ready to wind back. He was ready. That stance right there, he's about to he was about to lean him. Look at that. He's ready. Oh, you think she's probably bitching him for punching him? No, see, in this sort of situation, a slap is way more. A slap does more damage than a punch, because if you slap a man across the face, you gotta remember. I don't know if you remember the old days. If you slapped a man across the face, y'all dueling after that. Y'all taking 10, 15, 20 paces, and you turn around and you shooting, you firing. Somebody had to die after that if you slap a man in the face. So, we've really come a long way. Oh, he's right, but it didn't in this situation. Yeah, thankfully no one died. He slapped him and ran. He's like, let's go on with the show. Yeah, no, I mean, listen, if he had actually tried to fight him, yeah, I think Chris Rock would have pressed charges on him. I do believe that's what would have happened. What's interesting here is Denzel. I think it was Denzel. Someone else was talking to Will Smith during the break, trying to calm him down. But I don't know, man. I think equal consideration should have been given to Chris Rock as well. I mean, it was kind of greasy with the joke. But also, if Will Smith was secure in his marriage, if Jada made him feel secure in his marriage, this wouldn't have happened. We all know this is a culmination of what happened over the last couple of years. And of course, I think they had something like they had beef back in 2016. Let me see if I can find that. Let me see here. Will Smith. Well, yeah, I guess there was some sort of joke. Let's look. Can we get the 2016 joke though? Man, this just took over, didn't it? I'm looking for the 2016 joke, but there was one in 2016. In 2016, there was a joke that Chris Rock made, and ever since then, they have not been cool. So that's a very interesting context to this that you also want to take into consideration. All in all, he was wrong for slapping Chris Rock. Chris Rock, that was a very spicy joke. And this is what happens when you back a man into a corner, right? Will Smith felt like he's been backed into a corner. Now, he still won that Oscar, right? The decision was already made. He still won that Oscar. And you saw him crying. And like I said, another part of that was he's been going through a lot these past couple of years. Now, these Facebook comments, though, are kind of getting me. I've seen a lot of Facebook comments talking about why didn't he have that same energy with August Alsina, who fucked his wife. And I'm like, y'all stupid, man. I mean, listen. She said it was an entanglement. It very well may have been an entanglement. August Alsina is a young kid. You can't really get upset with August Alsina. This is what people don't understand. You don't get upset with the person that your wife cheats on you with, or vice versa. You don't get upset with the woman that your husband cheats on you with, unless there is some like pre-existing relationship or there's some betrayed trust with the person. Then you can beat up on the person. Well, you shouldn't. I mean, not advocate that. But then it's okay to be upset with the person that your significant other's cheating on. But let's be real here. August Alsina was just a kid, right? That had the chance to smash Jada Pinkett Smith. Not everybody, sorry. A lot of people have MILF aspirations. You feel me? A lot of people grew up saying, dang, Jada Pinkett Smith, man, if I could. We all had the list. We all talked about it with our homeboys. If we could smash, would we? Yeah, I'm not mad. You got to be mad at the significant other because they're the one that makes the conscious decision. She was older. He certainly didn't take advantage of her. She took advantage of him. So if you catch your significant other cheating, let the other person go and beat your. No, I'm not gonna say. Direct the energy where it should go. Let's use that terminology. Not just that time. Anytime he's been humiliated publicly. Yeah. So I will say this. Let's show the middle ground here. I do agree. Should not have committed assault. He's very fortunate that Chris Rock did not file charges against him. Joke was in bad taste. But it's not Chris Rock's issue. It's not his problem that Will Smith and Jada's relationship is to the point where Will feels he has to show that I love you, baby. Let me defend your honor in front of millions of people. I'm not going to let him play you like that. But we also have to remember, even if we're not married or in a relationship, a man is supposed to defend his woman. I can never get upset with a man that defends his woman. I can't. Would I have done the same thing if it was my wife? Maybe. I probably would have checked him a different way. Maybe had him lose some money. I'd probably hit his pocket somewhere, because that's how you really get people. That's how you really make people sorry. You hit them in their pocket. You don't just hit them. That's the street way of how we handle things. Like me, like if I ever got into an altercation with somebody, or thought about getting into an altercation with somebody, I wouldn't hit them. I'd be like, okay. I'd be like, you hit me. If you hit me, I'm not hitting you back. I'm suing your ass, and I'm taking everything you got. That's how we play games. We playing legal games now. You hit me, I'm suing you for everything you got. Everything. I'm gonna make it hurt. I'm gonna drain you of resources, and we're gonna take that money, and we're gonna get it back. See, I'm going to play the smart game. I'm going to play the long game. That's how I'm going to do it. Now, obviously, the street way gives you that instant gratification, but also has the consequences of an assault charge, depending on who saw it, who watched. So there's this or that. But see, Jada Pinkett Smith is not going to, and a lot of women aren't going to respect the long game, the suing game, the intelligent get them back game. No, they want their man to beat that other man. They want that masculine, they want that protector, thug, gangster approach. That's what gets them wet. That's what I'm saying. Jada Pinkett Smith should have been wet as fuck after that. She should have been sucking him off in the car, and he should have tore her ass up when they got home. I guarantee you Will got pussy last night. Guarantee you. If he hadn't got pussy in a couple weeks, a couple months, he got some pussy last night. That's real. That's real. So, if anybody wants to come up, give their honest opinion or anything like that, I can drop the link. Otherwise, I think that gets to the heart of it. And yeah, I can understand. I can understand where he was coming from. I do. I truly do. Wasn't right, but I certainly understand it. And if I was in the same position, I may act the same way. He didn't have to tell that one joke. That last part, if he had left that last part off, the Jada part. See, Will Smith doesn't mind you talking about him. Will Smith could, here's the thing. Chris Rock could have talked about Will Smith getting cheated on, and Will Smith wouldn't have came up and slapped him. The line he crossed was talking about his wife, who was sensitive about her hair, and because that was a direct commentary on how she felt about her own beauty and femininity as a woman. She's already characterized as a masculine, unfeeling woman. She's got a lot going on. And Jada, you should have, when you saw Will get up, or if you told him to go up there and slap Chris, you're wrong for that. You should, and honestly, I think any other woman, if she saw Will coming up, she should have ran after and grabbed his arm and said, "Nah, baby, it's cool. We good. We good." That's what a wife does. That's what a down woman does for you. Jada sent him up there. And I don't know. I would have to reevaluate if I need a woman that is going to enable me to get an assault charge instead of pulling me back and keeping me grounded. She needs me to get an assault charge in order for her to get wet, in order for her to like me. You know, that's toxic. Okay. I guess no one's coming up, but that's fine. That's some toxic shit. This was Real Talk, Real People. Just a quick one. Like, comment, subscribe, share this mug. It's real. You know, I don't like to do celebrity gossip or anything like that or celebrity stuff, but I did do the entanglement last year, the year before that. So I thought I would do this one. As always, this is Real Talk, Real People. Stay real. Be real. I'm out.